Hey guys, it's Tara from Lift Vegan here. So today I would like to talk about the daily schedule at the ashram that I stayed at 2 months ago in Nepal. I stayed at Vedic Arogya Ashram, and the link will be in the description down below. I'll be talking more about my spiritual journey and how I found myself again, connecting my mind and my body back together and finding peace within myself in another video. This video is just talking more about what we do every day in the ashram, what you would expect if you went to an ashram yourself and such. So in the ashram, if you don't know what it is, please search it up. It's basically a sanctuary for one's mind and one's soul. You learn yoga, meditation, philosophy and such. And you get to really relax and connect back with yourself if you've lost yourself, which I've felt has happened to me in the past. So daily life in the ashram usually starts from 5:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. at night. This ashram that I stayed at was actually very lenient, very flexible, which I really liked. A lot of ashrams you have to stick, so there'd be a schedule and you have to stick to everything very strictly. So say like 5 o'clock there's yoga, you must go to that yoga class, you can't skip it and such. But the ashram that I stayed at was very flexible. They told us that, like, even though there is yoga 7 a.m. in the morning until 9 a.m., if your body does not feel right, if your body's telling you that you can't do it, that you shouldn't do it, that it's tired, that it needs more rest, it needs to sleep in, then they'll let you sleep in. And that's the beautiful thing about it. At my time there, I didn't skip any class because I really wanted to immerse myself in the experience and get the most out of it, and I didn't feel like my body was tired or anything, so I went to every class. But if that is the case for you, then you can rest, and that's something that I really appreciate and respect about this ashram. So every morning we'd wake up around 5:30. 6 o'clock there was optional meditation. So meditation, you could either do it by yourself or in the meditation room. Back before I went to this ashram, I actually tried meditation a lot and I couldn't do it because I had so many thoughts in my mind. And going to this ashram up in the Himalayas in the mountains, so beautiful, so peaceful, so isolated, it allowed me to really be in this peace of mind and really I was actually able to meditate, and that was a first for me, because before I used to sit down and I'd be so agitated, I'd be moving, I'd be thinking, and I just could not meditate. So from 6 to 6:30 we'd do meditation. Then at 6:30 we'd do this thing called jalaneti, and it's called cleansing of the nose. And at first I searched it up. You can search it up yourself. It's quite weird. You have this pot of water, well, it's about warm water and it has salt in it, and you pour it one side of your nose to the other side. You squat down and then basically it's cleansing. Like, the water comes out from one side and goes on the other side, and then you do the other side, and it's really weird at first, and it's really funny, but of course I wanted to immerse myself into this culture, this new experience, so I did it, and I actually fell in love with it. It was actually really good, especially later on. You do pranayamas, which is breathing exercises, and it really helps. Then 7 to 9 a.m. we would do yoga. Now morning yoga usually consisted of breathing exercises at the start, then warm-ups, and then your sun salutations and your vinyasas. If you don't know what these are, please search them up, but I'm sure that if you're doing it in ashram, you know what the yoga movements are and such. And then at 9 o'clock we would have breakfast, and what I loved about this ashram was that we got to try all these great Nepali foods that I've never tried before. I'll show some now. We had these like turmeric rice flakes. We had yomari, which is this steamed rice dumpling with this like amazing coconut sesame caramel inside, like this like sauce gooey. Oh, so sweet, so good. We would have these lentil cake. Ashrams are vegetarian, but since I'm vegan, we told them we're vegan, and there's other vegans on the trip, so they made the whole week vegan, which was amazing. And then at 10 o'clock we would have karma yoga, and people are like, what's karma yoga? Is it like movements and stuff like that? It's not actually yoga, it's a type of yoga. Karma yoga is basically selfless service, so you do things around the ashram. For me, I usually would wash the dishes or prepare food for lunch. You can also do cleaning, washing, and such. Then at 11 o'clock we would have pranayamas, which is breathing exercises. And at this ashram, they had this little cave sanctuary at the bottom, and it was so beautiful. There was art all around us, and we were open to the forests of the Nepal, and we would just meditate, and it was so peaceful and beautiful and amazing. And I remember the first time I did my pranayamas, I just started crying because our teacher, Kate, thank you so much. I love you so much. You opened up my heart and my mind to this world, and I'm so grateful for it. I just started crying because she was talking about loving our bodies and respecting ourselves, and that just really resonated with me, and I felt like this trip in this ashram finally let me do that. Then 12 o'clock we did have lunch. Typically we'd have rice, chapatis, chickpeas, dal, all the typical Nepali Indian foods. And then 2 o'clock we would have a philosophy class, or we would practice our yoga asanas. So we'd learn about yoga, meditation. People think that yoga is more of a physical practice, especially in the Western world. It's more like exercise, but really it's about the mind and the body, and mostly about the mind. Then at 3:30 we had snack time, tea time, which is basically fruits, usually watermelon, bananas, apples. Then 4 o'clock we would have our walk, which is just going around the ashram. We would go to the botanical gardens, Hindu temples, Buddhist temples. And what I really love about this ashram is it's not only focusing on one religion, it's about being open-minded, being that we're all brothers and sisters, no matter what our race is, our gender, our sexuality, our ethnicity. It's just so open and so beautiful. And then at 5:30 we would have yoga, and since it's nighttime, like going to nighttime, we would have more like yin yoga or even yoga acrobatics, which is really fun. We used to do like things where we like have partners and then you fly up, and it's just such a fun experience. Then 6:30 we would have dinner, again rice, chapati, vegetables, chickpeas and such. Then 8 o'clock we would have nighttime meditation or singing. It depends on who is there and such. We would have chanting or nighttime meditation, and in the morning how we did nose cleansing, and nighttime we would do eye cleansing, which is a type of meditation where we would stare at a candle and you'd have to try not to blink, and then after that you close your eyes and then you can feel the energy, and it's just so amazing. It's such a beautiful and raw and strong experience that I can't really explain. You have to go to an ashram, and I recommend Vedic Arogya Ashram to really feel this sensation. And then 9 o'clock, lights out. So during the day it sounds like you have a lot of schedule and a lot of things to do, but there's gaps between, you can use the bathrooms, go shower, do your own thing, read a book, do your own meditation, do your own yoga practice, and it's very free, and it's very loving, and it's just such an amazing community, and you get to meet so many different people from around the world. So I think it's a really great experience. That's just basically the daily sum up of, I hope this video is not too long, but daily sum up of an ashram experience. If you're still watching, that's really great. Thank you so much for supporting me. I hope you go to an ashram one day. It is a really, really amazing experience. So like, comment, and subscribe, and remember to always lift vegan, guys. Thank you.